Let's get it.
Sometimes, if a woman has slept around, regretted it, and is a terrible person, she might claim that she's been, let's just say, R worded for the
Yep.
sake of being advertiser and
Sexually
algorithmically
abused.
friendly. Well, it turns out that
Sexually
the
abused.
adult industry equivalent.
Yep. Certain women make false accusations, false allegations. These these things destroy certain men's careers, causes certain men's careers to end, causes um, leads to the imprisonment of certain men, imprisonment of certain men, bro. The bro, the loss of everything, man. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's disgraceful. The the falsely accusing, um, detestable, bro. False accusations are detestable, deplorable, odious. All of those, all every word that's synonymous to deplorable, bro. That's what false accusations are.
Sometimes, if a woman has slept around, regretted it, and is a terrible person, she might claim that she's been, let's just say, R worded for the sake of
Great,
being advertiser
great.
and algorithmically friendly. Well, it turns out that the adult industry equivalent of that, I guess, manifestation of regret is to say you were human trafficked.
HT.
Yeah, let's talk about Eliza Blue. If you're not yet familiar with
I'm
Eliza Blue,
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna flodge or front my move. I never heard of Eliza Blue until today. Like I never heard of her, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I look uh, I did look her up on the Google app. Um, it told me that she um, lied about yeah, that she said that she is a survivor of HT, but she got exposed for lying, for making mendacious statements, for capping, for deceiving people, for manipulating people. Yeah, it's bro, clown stuff, bro, clown stuff, man. She's a bird, she's a bozo, she she's not laudable, she's not respectable, she's not, bruh. People like her, bro, they're this they're dishonorable. How can you respect somebody that deceives people, manipulates people, that says that say they're survivors of abuse of HT, the whole you don't even know, like, like certain people are unaware, certain people don't know that you're lying and capping and not telling the truth. It you it sounds believable. People want to believe what you're saying. A lot of people believe what you're saying, but it's not even what you're saying is not even true, bro. So yeah, bro, that's wild, bro. That's when, yeah, when you get exposed for doing sucker ish, bro. The people that used to respect, uh, venerate, laud, extol you, now look at you sideways, look at you like a clown now. Yeah, bro. They said she stole from she stole from people and stuff. She, bruh, she stole money and man, bro, she stole from charity. She, man, yeah. She got people's accounts suspended. Certain influencers Twitter accounts suspended. The Quartering, he's he's a big YouTuber. She got his account suspended. She got Brittany Venti's account suspended. She's a big YouTuber as well. Yeah, people were calling Eliza Blue out on the BS that she was doing, bro, and they said she's close to Elon Musk, bro. And yeah, Elon is owns Twitter now. He's the owner of Twitter. Yeah, that is crazy that he allowed this BS to happen, allowed people's accounts to be unfair, like, or that he did not, you know, that he allowed her to do this BS, bro. People's accounts were unfairly suspended, bro. That is that yeah. Yeah, they said I was told that they're close, Eliza and Elon Musk. Yeah, like yeah, bro. Yeah, it's crazy that those suspensions were allowed to happen to occur, bro. Yeah, like Elon is not really for freedom of speech, bro. He's really not, man. Like I said before in a video a while back, bro. Like, I thought he was for freedom of speech, but he's not, bro. He's not. He purports to be a proponent of. I mean, he purports to be for freedom of speech, and yeah, bro. But he's not a proponent of. He's not a real proponent of freedom of speech.
Is to say you were human trafficked. Yeah, let's talk about Eliza Blue. If you're not yet familiar with Eliza Blue, trust me, you will be soon. She's essentially a commentator, activist,
advocate for HT,
who claims. Yeah. So let's talk about Eliza Blue. If you're not yet
familiar with podcast.
Blue, trust me, you will be soon. She's essentially a commentator, activist, advocate.
She was on Chrissy.
That's the thing.
That chick Chrissy, she's a YouTuber too. Chrissy M's channel. She was, if I'm not mistaken.
She's essentially a commentator.
She was on certain people's channels talking.
Who claims, that's the thing, who claims to
Purports.
Be a survivor of human trafficking, who is now using her platform to raise awareness, which at least on its face is a pretty cool thing. I mean, obviously, human trafficking is a terrible,
it's a horrible thing.
If
sinful,
someone who has been
devilish.
through that is able to take that experience and use it to educate other people and hopefully
spread awareness
as much in the future, then I think it's safe to say that is good, positive, and meaningful work. And I don't remember exactly when I first heard of Eliza, but I just know that at one point I started seeing her basically everywhere around conservative media spheres. It seemed like
I heard
anyone who had a podcast.
Right wing influences, yeah.
Remember exactly when I first heard of Eliza, but I just know that at
I meant to say the right wing space.
Seeing her basically everywhere around conservative media spheres. It seemed like anyone who had a podcast was talking to her. I mean, this lady has spoken to Michael Malice, Dr. Guru, Zuby, and she's
shout out to Zuby. Yeah, I mean, a rapper. Yeah, bro. Zuby is fire. He's from UK. He's in UK. Zuby is a fire rapper, bro. Musician. Yeah, bro. He interviews different people. Zuby is wise, bro. He's rational. He's logical. He thinks freely. He thinks independently. He has his own mind. I do venerate Zuby. Yeah, for sure. No cap. He's indubitably intelligent, indubitably intrepid and brave and courageous. He intrepidly tells it like it is. I do laud his courage, man, straight up and down.
everywhere around conservative media spheres. It seemed like anyone who had a podcast was talking to her. I mean, this lady has spoken to Michael Malice, Dr. Drew, Zuby, and she's even been interviewed by the Daily Wire and Ben Shapiro. And I'm not mentioning any of those people to, by any means, try to implicate them in the scandal or drama we're going to be discussing today. It's more so to just let you all know that, yes, this was a notable person.
Wait. I'm bugging. I don't know why I said Crowder stuff. I don't know why I thought she was gonna say the Crowder.
Mentioning any of those people
Crowder.
to, by any means, try to implicate them in the scandal or drama we're going to be discussing today. It's more so to just let you all know that, yes, this was a notable person. She wasn't just anybody. She was essentially tied
she had
or
notoriety.
at least familiar with the who's who of right-wing media. And in fact, over the past year especially, Eliza's platform grew so large that she was
has
able
notoriety.
to get in touch with Elon Musk and the people who run Twitter. Yeah, apparently she's so tight with Elon that there's rumors going around that he gifted her a Tesla. And yes, those of you who are familiar with the story, you'll already know that keep that Elon Musk connection in mind because it's going to come up later. So that's Eliza Blue in a nutshell. And I guess the way that I was introduced to this entire rabbit hole we're going to be going through together is that one day I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw Eliza post a very strange tweet. She wrote, "I'm going to address this one time and one time only. A non-consensual photo was posted of me yesterday on Twitter. The photos have been removed. The source of the photo has also been contacted, and I'm preparing to escalate to the full extent of the law."
Exposed her on his channel too.
Posting explicit photos of someone without their express consent, that's a really terrible thing to do. However, I think it's safe to say that it's extra scummy to do that to a survivor of human trafficking, with the implication being that the explicit photo of them was actually taken while they were being trafficked. That would be just one of the worst things that could happen to someone. Now, like a lot of other people who first saw that tweet and maybe weren't familiar with the situation, I was absolutely horrified. But upon looking into things further, it turns out that there is some evidence to suggest that that's not at all what's happened. And before we get into what actually has likely happened, I do want to say a huge thank you to today's sponsor, Noble Gold.
Let's get this. Let's get it.
I was first tipped off that there was more to this whole Eliza Blue situation than meets the eye was when I saw that there was actually a community note attached to Eliza's tweet addressing the allegation that people were posting non-consensual photos of Eliza. Someone chimed in that the screenshot in question appears to have originated from a music video publicly available on YouTube for several years. I think it's important to mention here that the music video mentioned in that community note is now no longer on YouTube, because you see, it seems like Eliza has been going on quite the censorship warpath, taking down any material that might contradict the idea that she is just a humble human trafficking survivor, rather than someone who, let's just say, used to engage in adult
She's not a real proponent of freedom of speech either.
But now wishes that they had it. Now, before it was taken down, I actually did watch the music video that people who, let's just say, used to engage in adult activities for money, but now wishes that they had it. Now, before it was taken down, I actually did watch the music video that people were sharing the link of and posting screenshots of onto Twitter, and it's kind of strange that she would react so viscerally to this music video if there weren't more to the story, because to be clear, there's nothing explicit about this music video. It was posted to YouTube for years and it was not age restricted. Don't get me wrong, it is risque. You see Eliza's butt cheeks and it's definitely very provocative,
sexual,
but it's by no means X-rated or actual pornography. I mean, essentially she was just playing the role of like one of those music video girls who's wearing really skimpy outfits and dancing around. And so the fact that she reacted so viscerally to this link being shared, for me at least, it did kind of raise red flags, and I think the same could be said for a lot of other people. Because once Eliza started reporting people for merely posting screenshots or the link to this publicly available music video, I, like many others, started looking into Eliza's past a bit more, and it's sketchy and confusing to say the least. If you've followed Eliza's work for a while, you'll know that she's always been really vague about the details of her trafficking.
And she concealed.
I was trafficked on Twitter as well. So there's been 3 posts.
Yeah, when online on this site that I visited, it said that she concealed certain details of her past.
The others started looking into Eliza's past a bit more, and it's sketchy and confusing to say the least. If you followed Eliza's work for a while, you'll know that she's always been really vague about the details of her trafficking.
I was trafficked on Twitter as well. So there's been 3 profiles to my knowledge that my former abusers made to traffic me on Twitter.
What does that mean that they traffic you on Twitter? How can someone traffic you if they're not in contact with you?
The way that my former abusers were doing it is that it was going back to my Instagram. The Twitter accounts were linking back to my Instagram, and they were trafficking me off Instagram, Backpage, sugar daddy websites. I mean, all whatever type of internet trafficking is what was happening. I'll go into more detail. So it looks like a profile. In my particular case, the profiles look like profiles that would be me, but trying to entice business to sell me, bringing it back to my Instagram where they were doing business. Fortunately, in my particular case, there are no nude images or videos of me on Twitter, but it would go back to my Instagram, and that's how they would traffic me, sell me without my full consent and without my knowledge.
What she's describing there may be frustrating, but it's also not human trafficking. And she's also, in interviews, kind of refused to go into details about who her traffickers were. She claims because they're powerful people, but it's kind of hard to take someone seriously as an advocate when they're, by their own admission, refusing to name human traffickers and hold them accountable. And if that part of her backstory wasn't sketchy enough, just wait, there's more. As this one very detailed thread by someone by the name of Manuel DeFango explains, and by the way, this is a very long thread, we're not going to go through all of it. If you want more information, I recommend you reading it yourself. But DeFango explains that Eliza Blue was actually on a TV show called Blind Date, which ran from 1999 to 2006. And on that TV show from 2006, Eliza claimed to be age 21 and talked about sex. Yet, as people who are familiar with her story of being sex trafficked know, now she claims that a year later, in 2007, she was 17 and being trafficked.
Now, Eliza lives a rock and roll lifestyle.
She is from Chicago too. Eliza Blue.
I'm self-seeking, self-centered, fear-based, and I have high expectations as far as sex goes.
They're just kind of confusing stuff, and already we can see that things Eliza has said, the timeline she has given, aren't really adding up to what we can see on the internet. And as Manuel also explains, she even tried to get on American Idol, yet 11 years ago, she was 29 in 2011, making her 17-year-old, making her claim that she was 17 in 2005 false yet again. As Manuel asks, how could someone live so many lives and lies all at once?
Crazy, bro. Crazy.
I'm 29 years old, and my occupation is that I'm a beauty blogger, and I also do eyebrows full-time.
But wait, there's more. It's also explained that in 2012, Eliza taped a phone call to her mom about being a video vixen on her personal YouTube.
Well, yeah, I was just calling you because I wanted to get your feedback and see what you thought about me being in music videos. Do you think I look too sexy?
I don't think it's possible to look too sexy.
You don't think it's possible to look too sexy? Well, I appreciate your opinion. I thought for some reason that you'd say that you didn't want me to be in music videos.
And now I want to cover my tracks here and say that none of this is absolute 100% proof that she is lying about having been trafficked. It is still possible that that was the case, but I think it's safe to say that this all is just very suspicious,
weird.
and there are a lot of things that don't necessarily add up. Now, I want to be clear, I am not bringing all of this up to shame Eliza over her past, because, we can't change our past. What's done is done, and there are a lot of people who do great work based on their past mistakes. Some of the most vocal people who speak out about pornography are those who have either suffered from porn addiction in the past or who have been in the porn industry themselves. Some of the most vocal pro-life advocates are actually women who have had abortions but now regret them. So I'm not here bringing all the stuff up about Eliza's past because
No
I'm
hate.
just trying to shame
No
her
hate
or
against
make her look
Eliza.
bad, or because I think it means that any work she might do now or in the future is just meaningless because of things she's done before. That's not the case. The reason why I bring all of this up is because it seems like Eliza is actually lashing out at people in order to hide this information. And I am talking about the fact that people like Brittany Venti, The Quartering, Yellow Flash, all of these people have been banned off of Twitter for sharing that video of Eliza. It does look like Eliza is using her connections over on Twitter, which we all know she has,
the stuff
in
that
order to silence people
to
who are
stifle, to
exposing
muzzle.
these things about her. And in fact, just today, Eliza has been retweeting someone who works at Twitter addressing some of the bans that have been happening. Someone named Ella Irwin explains, in the past 2 weeks, we've suspended multiple accounts and or restricted content causing confusion for users. Unfortunately, we can't answer questions or share details about specific users and account actions, but here are some things that can lead to these types of actions. We've had to suspend accounts, remove documentaries, videos, tweets, and photos recently when the proper reporting process was followed. People often disagree with our actions and don't have full context, but we still have to take action. Reports of non-consensual nudity, copyright violations, illegal content, etc. do not get processed by all platforms at exactly the same time. However, if properly filed, the content is normally removed from other platforms as well. Now, it seems like Twitter here is kind of indirectly standing by the fact that the images of Eliza and the links to that video were removed under the guise that they were non-consensual, but for their part, World Star Hip Hop denies that any of this was non-consensual. As a screenshot of an email that's going around explains, according to someone at World Star Hip Hop, Eliza, was paid for the video and they own full rights. And they don't really go into details there aside from saying that anything further will be handled by legal, which is understandable considering they're basically being accused of facilitating human trafficking. But I mean, aside from the release forms, which I'm sure that company has, we also have footage, at least an audio recording of Eliza explaining that, yes, this video is actually something she willingly took part in.
Honestly, for one, I was blessed to work with one of the dopest directors in the game.
Basically, this entire situation, to me at least, seems like
This-
it's a tangled web of lies that is beginning
Deception,
to unravel,
manipulation.
as these things often do. And again,
She's
I
a
at least
cornball
wouldn't
for
care
that
about any of
ish.
this. I wouldn't care about Eliza's past if it weren't for the fact that she was currently lashing out and suspending people.
Again, no hate
for
against
no
her though.
good reason
But I
other
don't-
than to
I
cover
don't
her
venerate
past,
that-
because that's
that
not
dis-
okay. I
that-
guess if
that
there's one
deception.
takeaway from this video, it's that reportering, Brittany Venti, all those people, they are still banned. They are still suspended, and that's not okay.
It's not
I like
right,
a lot
bro.
of what Elon does,
It's not right.
especially in regard to Twitter, but let's face it, he seems to have a real blind side when it
Yeah,
comes to
this
crazy
spinelessness.
Yeah, he definitely has
This-
a type. So Elon, on the very off chance that you're watching this, or anyone
Yeah, Elon is bugging.